So as we kind of like cut back to the scene, yeah, so Britannica has just been visited by what appears to, or who claims to be, Asmodeus, Lord of the Nine Hells. So, we're gonna pick it up from right there. So, over to you guys.
You don't want to skip ahead to the next morning when we're on our journey?
No, that'd be entirely too unpleasant.
So I'm going to look over at the group, and do I see that they're all still sleeping nice and soundly?
They are all quietly still sleeping soundly, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna creep over to Annie.
Okay.
By her, we're on her side over there, and I'm gonna try to wake her up a little bit. Annie, Annie.
What? Britannica, what's happening? What? Oh, sorry.
I thought maybe we could have a little chat, you and I.
It's 2 a.m, Britannica.
Look at your watch.
My fantasy watch. I know. I'm sorry. Sorry. Got a stompy little boy back there. I just need to talk to you about woman things. Some girl troubles without the boys listening.
Okay, right.
Okay.
Yes.
Just can you come over here for a minute? I'm gonna go back over to my little like perch, so we're away.
So I'm gonna slowly get up and make my way over there.
Okay.
What's up, Britannica? Are you on your period again? Those things happen every month, all right?
Besides that, it has nothing to do with anything.
Okay.
I have some questions about stuff I hope you know about. Could I maybe ask you a few questions? And
you can ask me anything.
You have to promise me something.
All right.
I don't want you to say anything to them. You know how they are, and it's gonna sound crazy, and I just...
Okay.
Can you promise me?
Yes, yes, I promise, Britannica. Whatever you have to say to me, I'll keep it safe.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. First question. Do you know anything about celestial beings?
Well, can I perhaps do a roll on that gore?
No.
Sure.
Yes.
You have a knowledge religion?
I do.
Then hurl that dice.
Okay. Oh no, a 9.
9. Okay. So yeah, you know that celestial beings are generally speaking beings of the plane of law or the plane of good. They are outer worldly. They're considered like goodly outsiders.
Okay.
You know, and generally you're talking about angels and seraphims and that sort of stuff.
Yes, so I say, well, I certainly believe in, you know, I have my goddess. I know there's angels and other things, so what do you want to know about them?
I guess more specifically about the angels. I mean, I don't know if you've noticed, but I have wings. Do you...
Right. It is kind of weird.
Do you know, do they look like me, or anything you could tell me about what they are like, or where they live, or
Britannica,
how they are?
My goddess has not revealed any kind of angel to me. I don't know what they look like. I assume they are very bright, like the sun, and very nice, and forgiving and kind. And I don't know if I would classify you as many of those things.
Got it. Yeah. Okay.
Very pretty, though. I'm sure angels are pretty.
Thank you. Okay.
Welcome.
Okay. Do you... I don't know how to say this. Do you remember how some people had dreams about things that were happening and then they happened around us? Like the priest and
Yes, because
Cyrano
I had a dream about Sir
and yours.
Arthur, and then I had his weapon. And I'm gonna pull out the weapon. It was really
Okay.
weird, but
Well,
seems to be part of our weird destiny thing.
Yeah. So about that, maybe I had a dream too. Just
Really?
now, while I was
About what?
watching
Botanica?
you guys, I had a dream about gods. And what are they up to? And how do they work?
Right. Yes. How are they?
And I don't really know a lot about that. So I was hoping maybe you
feel
could
so honored. Are you finally
could-
asking me about religion?
Yes, I might regret it, but yes.
Okay.
I have
Very happy.
these things I can do, and I don't. How do you channel that? Your God, when you have a power, how are you able to do the things that you can do? Do you have to ask permission? Do you just feel it?
Well, every morning I wake up and I do what's called a prayer. Have you ever prayed before?
No.
Anyway, I just kneel and I look up at where I think maybe she lives in the sky, and I say, "Blessed Goddess, please use me as an instrument in your hands." And when we're fighting and I'm casting things, you see the light come out of my hands and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
I just get this overwhelming feeling of love and kindness and light, and it just like shoots at me.
Okay. Well,
Is that what you feel?
I don't quite feel that, but I was hoping maybe you could show me and pray with me to help me learn some more things.
Sure. Are you interested in praying to Goddess Myris?
I don't know. I don't know who's giving me this stuff. So I thought maybe you could show me some things and maybe see if I can figure out what I'm supposed to do.
I will say there are types that have power that comes from within them and not from a god. It's wild to me, but those are sorcerer types. You could be experiencing something like that, but you do have wings.
That does sound easier, which I like. Do you think you could just maybe let me watch you pray, and I can kind of try to do the spells that you know how to do and see if it helps me?
Okay, I do have to tell you, it kind of goes in levels. I didn't have all this power when I first became a follower of Myris, so I don't know if you'll just be able to just do what I do. That'd be crazy. We can certainly start easy. I was able to do a couple things.
Okay, well, what do you think I should start with? Do you think maybe you could show me a little something now?
Healing's been the easiest for me, so I can show you how I heal someone. Are you?
Yeah.
Do you have any scratches?
I got a couple scratches.
Okay. Where?
Right here.
Okay, I'm gonna take her arm. All right. So I just hover my hand over, close my eyes, and I usually just think to myself, Goddess Myris, please grant me the power to heal this poor soul. And then I'm gonna cast, I don't know, my special ability, which is...
Your special ability as in your
hands.
special ability or your paladin ability?
No, just, my paladin ability, lay on hands.
Okay, so lay on hands.
1 point, and you just see it kind of light up and heal the scratch.
Okay.
Just feels like a nice summer breeze,
Got it.
Would you like to try?
Yes, please. Got anything I can checking out.
Got anything I can check out?
I'm gonna take a dagger and put like the tiniest little scratch on me.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. See what you can do with this.
Okay. And I'm gonna try to do my thing, and I'm gonna go, oh, Goddess Myris, or maybe just me inside. Please heal this wound.
Maybe just me and fuck Myris all together.
And I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on her.
Well, you do have currently a list of divine abilities that you can use like once a day, so that will work because you do have that. So yeah.
What?
You will heal Annie for 9 points.
Jeez.
Wow!
You did it. See?
I did it!
So
That was
clearly
awesome.
You are more than what you seem.
Okay. Maybe we can do this a few times where you can help me with some spells that you think might be useful.
I'd be happy to. This is probably the greatest day of my entire life.
You're welcome. Please don't tell the others. Please, please, I
Our
beg
little
you.
secret.
It's
Don't
our
worry.
little lady secret. Okay.
Little lady secret. It's like a little lady lumps.
Now go to sleep. We have to get the shard very, very soon.
How am I supposed to sleep now? I'm so excited.
Well, I'm very tired and also terrified. So let's just.
Yes, you sleep. I'll take watch.
You think you can do that?
Well, I probably can't see right now, but I'm sure the sun's gonna come up soon.
Yep. And I don't think anything bad will happen to us for reasons I will not explain.
That's weird, Britannica, but okay.
It is a weird thing to say, isn't it? Okay, well, good night. I'm gonna sob myself to sleep.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Yeah, so
I'll
you
take
basically
watch, I guess.
you tuck your wings around yourself and leave Annie sitting on the high ledge in pitch black.
I'm there. I'm next door. I'm pretending to sleep. I'm more just.
Okay.
Creepy.
I'm not going to be sleeping tonight either.
Okay. I mean, you do have your list of special abilities you can do once a day.
Yes, I do.
Alrighty, yeah, because that's definitely one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool beans. All right. Yeah, and you're absolutely right. Anything bad or vile that might show up is scared of the other things that are way more bad and way more vile that were recently here. So as the sun slowly rises above the horizon of the mountains, you all kind of and slowly come to in the early hours of the morning.
As I do, I'm gonna shoot up actually because it's brighter than it should have been.
Gonna shoot up.
Yeah.
Was it
like I wake up?
steroids or?
All right. I
Got him.
and I was gonna say I am aroused more than normal, but I
Oh.
didn't because I
Oh,
didn't
okay.
say it though. Nothing sexual, nothing perverted. I
Nothing
didn't say
sexual,
it.
I didn't know about what Cyrano
I
does
thought
in the
first.
morning.
So I will say I awoke to a clatter. Is that what Santa does?
Arose
Anyways.
such a clatter.
That was-
Yeah, that's it. So
Santa
I'm gonna
doesn't do it.
I'm gonna say pop up. Now what can I say here that isn't gonna get you guys to
None of
say
it.
anything? None of it. All right,
Slither up.
nope, that doesn't work either.
Spring to your feet.
Okay, yeah. I spring to my feet this morning and sort of get in a defensive stance because I wasn't woken up for my shift, and that was kind of the plan.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, Britannica?
Yeah.
Is everyone all right? I'm gonna look around to make sure
Oh.
everybody's here.
Yep. Everybody's fine. Don't worry.
You didn't wake me for my shift. Is everything fine? I'll put
Oh
my
yeah.
swords back down.
You just looked so tired and helpless.
Yes, so I did.
Okay,
and
helpless might have been a little too far, but all right.
So I just thought we'd let you sleep a little longer, and Annie helped me out a bit, and that
Oh.
we're all good.
It was a
You're
ladies'
welcome.
night.
You needed some beauty sleep.
Oh, what a night.
Oh, what a night, yeah. Just to finish it up. Sure. Okay, well, thank you, ladies. I very much appreciate it. I must admit, I do feel very rejuvenated this morning. Ready to seize the day.
Seize
Huzzah.
the day.
Let's
How-
wake up Alekma, maybe?
How was the watch?
I'm up.
How was the watch?
Anything, nothing, we were fine?
Super great, very uneventful. Spooked away
Perfect.
lots of creepy crawlies. Nothing to
Sure.
worry about.
Yeah, I figured that we would, because of the jubilation of the camp, I figured we
Yep.
probably wouldn't have any problems.
Nope, not a
Oh,
single
huh?
one.
Old Cyrano is on top of it again.
Yep, you were completely right.
Mhm.
You knew it.
We
Called
should
it
definitely
correctly.
put some distance between us and this place.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
We should get a move on. Yes, of course. I just meant for the
Yes.
night we were probably going to be fine.
Let's get to the dwarves as soon as possible.
All right. So
Alrighty.
I would
Okay, so
start leading us a little ahead to find paths to get us back to the dwarven kingdom, I guess, or whatever. you
yeah,
wanna call
back
it.
to Irantor.
The-
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you'll eventually get back to. Well, you're not orc people anymore, so let's get rid of you.
I'm gonna miss that though.
Aw, me too.
You're gonna miss this.
Maybe we can have him like recharge it, just keep it on hand just in case, you know.
Yeah, didn't we keep them? Can we just have them?
We have one, which
Yeah.
has a few days left on it as a charge, but they only last like a week. I remember.
Yeah, it eventually runs out.
So it's been like 3 days or 2 days or whatever.
Yeah,
So-
they were only temporarily charged. All right. Okay. So after a good and James back. Okay. After a good long hike through the mountain passes, following the river, eventually you get back to a familiar area, the base foothills and the bridge that crossed over that leads up the path to the dwarven settlement of Irantor.
Awesome.
I'm not gonna lie, I was half expecting to see another dwarf in dire jeopardy here. You know,
That's right.
Oh.
Like right here on the rocks is where you had to rescue that one particular
It's
dwarf.
not really that funny.
Could have been him all over again.
Well, I don't know if he was so much saying it was funny, just sort of pointing out a fact.
Well, let's hope that poor what's his name is okay and back in the city. Sean Greybeard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Sean.
Well, I don't know if he's going to be back in the city, but hopefully he's just safe out here.
Yeah,
Right.
He was
wandering the woods.
Sort of, yes, banished from being inside.
Drunkenly, I think. We just gave him a big thing of beer and said, good
Yeah.
luck.
like a keg, yeah,
Yeah,
a kegger.
he'll be fine.
Yeah, so I'm just going to keep making our way up to our old friends at the front gate.
Okay.
Be in front here.
All right. Well, in that case, go ahead and move you on up. Okay, well, it's not long before you make your way up the hill to where you can see in the distance the big, huge gates of the dwarven settlement of Irantor and the familiar guardhouse and the tower that sits watch over the main road as you approach.
I'm going to walk up to where, in the line of sight of the guard tower,
Okay.
and just, greetings and well met, friends. We have returned from our mission.
He peers down. Think they're back. Well, go on. What do we do next? Oh, yes. Well met, friends of the Dwarven Lord and Irantur. Approach and make yourselves recognized. Right, recognized.
Absolutely. I'll look behind myself. Come on, gang. Come on.
Yeah, I'm right behind you.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow. Okay.
If you'll recall, this was my band of friends here. We were sent off to do a mission for Braun Heavy Hand, personally sent by the king himself, and we have returned victorious.
Yes, and salutations to you on this auspicious day.
Was it auspicious? Oh. Is everything all right?
Well met again on the road. And approach, friends. And,
What does auspicious mean?
It means not good.
Oh,
Really?
really?
Well, inauspicious, I guess. I don't know if he said auspicious or inauspicious.
Who can tell with that accent?
suspicious.
Okay.
You are free to
Isn't that
approach.
the opposite?
Can we go?
Oh, okay, yeah, I didn't hear if you hit it inauspicious or auspicious, so that's fine.
Yeah, what he
Oh,
said.
here we are entering. Thank you. Come on.
Braun, the Lord of the Halls, Braun Heavyhand, acknowledges your
Uh-huh. Wonderful, thank you. As
value.
I'm just gonna go on. Okay, thanks, boys. Appreciate it.
All right, yeah, you scuffle past them with no mere effort whatsoever, and find yourselves once again going through the huge gates to the Dwarven Halls and Dwarven Settlement of Iran Tor. Okay. Right, once again, as you walk in through the open gates, you see the two huge statues erect either side of the main road. One in silver, one in solid gold, of two of the former Dwarven Lords. The regimented buildings that are all of identical architecture. And at the far end of the main through, there is the huge, big Lord's Hall, where you remember meeting with Braun Heavyhand and some of his retinue.
As we approach, I'm going to look at everybody else and pull the amulet from out of my pocket and say, well, would anybody else like to do the honors of handing in our prize?
You got it, so I think you should do it.
Well, that's what I mean. I don't want to just assume. I want to see if someone else maybe wanted to bring in a fanfare, so to
That's
speak.
very good of you. Wow, I'm impressed.
Oh, well, thank you, I guess, but just wanted to see if anyone wanted to crack at it.
Cracking lacking.
No, we would like you to try to do it and be
Of course.
respectful this time, please.
Oh, I was very respectful. I was trying
No
to build
nicknames.
I was trying to build a bridge of familiarity so that he didn't, I was sort of getting on a first name basis with him. That's how you build connections. It's all about networking.
Please call him by his full name.
Well,
Okay.
again, I saw his reaction. I learned, I pivoted, and everything worked out fine.
Okay, well then
Just,
you know
just
what
poking
to do.
and prodding just to kind of see, what little angle we could have. There's always angles. It's always about networking. That's how you get our names out there.
Don't forget. Didn't
What am I
he,
not forgetting?
poison his family or something? So just don't drink anything he offers you.
I don't think he's going to poison us.
You never know.
I guess that's true. Poisoners are some of the worst, cowardly, backstabbing people. You're right. Okay, I'll keep my eye out.
So as we continue to walk, I'm just gonna say, Cyrano,
Mm-hmm.
with all your pin cushioning and assassinating, you ever use poison?
Absolutely.
I have a spell that mimics it. By the
That
way.
mimics poison?
Yeah, it's a little nature.
So it is poison.
Pretty much magical.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was just like an imitation poison. So it like people
Okay.
thought it might have been.
I tried it on that hammer wielding orc. It didn't work. I missed him.
Oh, okay.
While you guys were fighting Nutbud.
Sure. Well, thank you for trying. Very appreciated. Get him next time, Tiger.
I'm just gonna look down a little bit.
Can you be a
As we-
tiger? Anyways.
as we walk to. Oh, what?
That's a good question. Can you be a tiger?
I'm just gonna
Like
wink.
Oh.
Keep walking.
A playful wink from Olegma.
Be like, wait, you could be a tiger, but you keep opting to be a fucking tree? Like, how does this work? Where does the rationale go with this idea?
Tiny bird.
Tiny bird.
Form up
Unacceptable.
sparrow baby.
Sparrow baby.
Sparrow baby.
Can't
There
even
you
fly
go.
bird.
No, it just falls out of the tree.
Form of penguin.
All right.
Yeah, so I guess I'll just take the lead as we walk up to the chamber of
Commerce.
Heavy Hand. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So, yep. Once you arrive, there is no over formality. What did I just do? Okay, hold on. Let's go back to the right map. There we go. And we'll move you guys in. All right. Okay. So yeah, you wander through the main gates. You're escorted into the main chamber of Braun Heavyhand, where he sits with two of his stone guardians, two of his rune priests, as it were. As you kind of walk in, he seems to be somewhat bored and trivialized, and as you guys walk in, he's like, and he sits himself upright and uses his hand to pull his beard straight. Right, the guards kind of like just eye you as you wander in, but nobody moves or makes any motion towards you.
Okay, I'll just continue walking forward then.
Okay.
And as I get close enough, well, actually, I'll start when I'm about halfway through the room, and I'll say, hail, Lord Braun Heavyhand, and sort of do a bow, and I'll also do a little spin as well. Your champions have arrived, victorious with the mission you have bestowed upon us, and we graciously present it to you. And I'll sort of flick it out of my pocket and twirl it in my hand as I hold it up in front of him.
Okay.
The amulet.
He kind of leans forward and he says, "Do you be meaning to tell me that you actually managed to get the blighted thing?"
Of course we did. Were you not expecting us to do so? Did I miss something? Wasn't that our mission?
No, that was definitely the task at hand, but
We did
I'm
it.
rather surprised to see you back so soon with the trinket.
Well, we are, if nothing else, an efficient group. So we got in. Well, he doesn't know that. I'm trying to keep our rev up here, guys.
Well,
I'm networking, okay?
I suppose you should bring it up here and make proper offering of it.
Absolutely. Oh no, just kidding. And I'm gonna walk it up.
Okay.
We say.
just being. I'm sorry, I can't help it. It's just who I am.
All right.
And is he asking me to do it up to the anvil here, or does he want me to walk it up to him?
Well, he didn't really specify, so what do you want to do?
I'm gonna get to the anvil and go, and just sort of read his face as I stop there for a second and hesitate.
Okay, he kind of like motions to the big mohawked wearing dwarf to his right, who leans forward out of his chair and holds his arm out to take it from you.
Here you are.
Okay, he picks it up, holds it momentarily to look at it, and then flicks it through the air and hurls it to Braun Heavyhand.
So
who
you are throwing.
catches it.
See, Annie, I knew it. I had that. Sorry.
And he goes, Well, I suppose it's a fair offering. I suppose we'll let them stay. Yes, we'll let the refugees stay amongst us. All right, well, very much appreciate your efforts. That was very kind of you to put yourselves out.
Excuse me, sorry, not to be rude, but there was it was a two-way sort of deal. With the Godstone, the Blackstone.
Oh,
to
yes,
help
yes.
us find-
Also, the human
show us the
settlements.
way, and the human settlement. What he said.
Remind me again what it was that we agreed to.
Promised you would lead us to the Godstone.
And protect the village to the south.
Okay. As you say that, the dwarven runesmith to your right goes, Now, we never specifically said that we'd lead you to the Godstone. We did in fact say that we would, aid you in finding the Godstone. There is a difference. But the humans of the settlement to the south, Hill Umbridge, I'm sure his Lord Heavy Hand has every intention of making sure that they're properly taken care of. And he kind of looks at him and he goes, Will you be heading back to Hill Umbridge soon then? Is that where your feet are going to take you next, back to the human settlement in the south?
Well, if maybe, we'd like to kind of pursue our thing. I don't know if you could head down there with a group and take care of that.
Well, there's a lot of
That's the
arrangements to be made. I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll send 6 of me finest with you back to Hill Umbridge. They'll take up stake and look after the settlements of Hill Umbridge until I can mobilize and send more, lesser but larger number of troops. How does that fare?
No, we're not gonna go back there. We have to go, like she said, to our thing.
Are you shouting this across the room?
But do you happen to know
I
where
didn't
your
know I
thing
forgot.
is at this
No,
time?
You have to tell us or help us or whatever it is you're gonna do. But that's where we have to go.
So you want me to just send half a dozen dwarves down to Hill Umbridge? They're just going to show up and say, "Oh, we're here to look after you."
Uh-huh.
Well, if that's what you want, I suppose we can do that.
I mean, we did assassinate someone.
Assassinate?
Well, we to get the amulet, we started a coup. And
Are you talking about the orcs?
yes.
Don't use such words as assassinate when you're talking about orcs. Assassination is a dishonorable thing. When you're killing orcs, that's more of a butchery or massacring or setting the world to rights.
Yes, we did all of that.
Fair enough. We got nut but butchered.
Oh, so the leader of the Stern Crow Orcs is no longer Nutbutt. Interesting.
Yeah,
So who took up the mantle in his place?
Azog? Is it Azog? Axog?
Oh, Agzog Grimnot.
Axog, yeah.
I see. Well, I hope he is smart enough to continue to uphold the mountain truce. Right then, well, I suppose you're hungry and parched and ready for a fine bevy or two of Dwarven ale. So the house that we had made available for you is still made up. So you can dispatch yourselves to that, and we'll make sure you're well taken care of. And once again, very well done, and we appreciate your efforts.
Gore, double checking. When I ran over to I just want to make sure I was the one who saw the battle plans that were written on the table.
You did.
Okay. Great King. enlighten me on what the mountain truce is, or how you believe it is to be held at the moment?
Well, the mountain truce is an unspoken truce between the dwarves of Irantor and Grimdar Deathclaw himself. You see, it's a known fact that if Grimdar Deathclaw and my dwarves should meet hard in the mountains, it would be a colossal battle, and neither side could potentially come out of it, well, let's just say, favorably.
Mutually
So the
assured
agreement
structure,
is as long as Grimdark keeps his orcs a league or so away from Irantor, we will not seek Grimdark or his orcs out and dispatch them. But should they stumble too close to the borders of Irantor, well then all bets are off.
Well, BH, I got some news for you. You might be interested in here. And I'm just gonna kind of pick at my hand. I have some interesting news you might be interested in hearing that we may or may not have either overheard or overseen. Once we infiltrated the orc camp, and we're actually in the chieftain's tent for quite a long time.
Well, spit it out, lad.
My mind's a bit hazy. You have to.
Let's assume for a second that I'm very interested in this news,
Sure.
as opposed to not interested.
Sure. I assume just as interested as we are in finding the Black Shard that you had promised us to do this job.
Oh, that's right. We did indeed mention the knowledge about a certain stone. Is that was correct? And with that, he looks to the dwarf on his left. He says, Uthar Stoneteller, could you perhaps find the time to assist our new valiant friends? He says, I had every intention to, my lord. So, yes, we'll more than happily assist you. Now, what was this knowledge?
Sure. Yeah, that mountain truce you speak so highly of, I think it might have been breached by the orcs, or was maybe planning on being breached in the near future. We saw some battle plans be drawn up, and they had a lot of circles around this place, I'll tell you that. I'm no strategic tactician or anything, but there are a lot of arrows pointing from there to here, and a lot of arrows circled around it.
All right. With that, he brings his hammer down on the stone corner of his throne like a huge... They wouldn't dare march on Irantor. Do you think it was the aspirations of that filthy, skullduggerous nutbutt? Or do you think it was more likely the future aspirations of Agzog Gricknot?
Well, I think you might be wrong on both accounts. I believe it might have been the aspirations of a certain Deathclaw. Maybe the name sounds familiar to you? He apparently has an orcish camp more northern.
Grimdar Deathclaw's main army is north of here.
Yes, there were talks of plans that were being formulated. With the specifics of them were never spoken aloud, but as plans of them coming together to have some sort of a attack, and seeing the battle plans drawn up as they were, one can only assume.
Well, this is indeed grave news, and you're sure of this information?
50-50, you know, just throwing some ideas out.
Well,
I saw it too.
I mean, it's a very specific thing you bring forth, but then you act like maybe it is, maybe it isn't.
Well, I mean, look at me again. I'm no tactician by any means. I'm just trying to probably put two and two together. They could be something. Maybe they're planning a surprise party for one of the chieftains. I don't know.
Okay. So as you're saying that, the dwarf on the right with the mohawk, he just say, "Well, Sean Greybeard and his tribe were indeed dislodged in the north. Perhaps it was the aspirations and workings of Grimdar Deathclaw.
Oh, Sean Greybeard, the one you exiled from the kingdom.
He's not so much exiled as just not exactly welcome right now.
Sure.
Not the now, anyway. Not the now.
Maybe he'd have a little more poignant information on what happened up there that you might be able to gain from this. Some intel, firsthand.
He has a point, my lord.
Again, no tactician. That's not my thing. Just throwing some ideas out.
Someone go and fetch me Sean Greybeard and bring him forth.
I have yet to see the perimeter of this great stone city. Does it have a lot of access points, or is just the one we come in?
There's one main gate and several tunnels that lead in and out. None of which should be made privy to visitors, of course.
Well, maybe they're making their own. I mean, if you were to invade a city, was well fortified.
If orcs were trying to tunnel into Irantor, trust me when I tell you our stone masons would have felt the vibrations in the very stone. No, that's not a thing that we have to worry about. But if your wee friend here is a little bit more on the proverbial gold piece than others, and if indeed, while the Stonecrow orcs in the south have upheld the truce, it is but a guise and a ruse. As their commander, the mighty Orc warlord, plans to march upon Irantor, well, this indeed could change things. Now perhaps I'm wondering whether or not I can afford to send any troops down to Hill Umbridge.
Well, I thought you would say that. I was more telling you in the spirit of full transparency, so that you could fully see where we're coming from. We would share all of our knowledge with you, every morsel of knowledge we had, sharing with you, even if it was a detriment to what we were going to gain. I figured that would be a nice show of respect for the Lord on high of the kingdom, sir, that you would hopefully bestow back to us out of a mutual respect that I know runs deep through your dwarven roots.
Well, you have us at a disadvantage. We did indeed promise and pledge and give our word that we would send aid to Hill Umbridge, so that will do. As I said, I'd send 6 of my best down there to assist. But if I feel that your indications are accurate, I do not feel that Hill Umbridge is where the orcs are going to be marching anytime soon. Unless it's for rudimentary supplies. No.
How far travel would it take for your dwarves to get down to Hill Umbridge?
Well, you came up yourself, did you not? A good 2 to 3 days of solid mountain travel. But, needless to say, I'll send 6 of me best. I'll send 3 hammerers and 3 axe wielders down there to protect and patrol the perimeter and keep them safe until I can spare more to go down and take a look. But,
well, my lord, the good news is our intelligence and what you promised to help us find the shard and the godstone. All we know is that it's probably north of us and north of here. So you know full well that if we were to go and seek it out and we came across orcs, we would thin their herd.
Oh, I'm sure. Now, I personally have absolutely no idea what this shard is or this godstone that you speak of. But Uther Stoneteller here will be at your disposal. Now, do you wish to go and revel over this information this very night, or would you rather get a good rest and food and beverages and discuss these important things in the morn.
Now's good. Now's good, right, guys? We could just eat while we talk.
Oh, I mean, I think we've earned, right, a little bit of a respite here.
Well, you can't put a time on saving the world. Maybe we should just get it done, and then we can have sleep.
I like the initiative, Britannica.
I do.
We should probably, just before
Okay.
they,
Uther Storyteller, as he listens to your discussion, says, if you wouldn't mind the company, I'll come with you to your lodgings, and we can all eat and dine together and discuss the
Here you go.
relevancy of it, what it is that you're looking for.
Perfect. Look at that. With two
A
birds with
social,
one stone.
yes, a social dine out. I like this.
Yes. That sounds wonderful. Yes. Please.
Excellent. Now, you do understand, of course, that we must social distance and stay at least 6 feet apart.
Of course. Do we have to
Perfect.
wear?
You have indeed been near
Gauntlets over
orcs,
her.
after all. Who knows what nasty, filthy things and diseases you might have picked up?
Sure, of course. Whatever
Yeah.
makes you feel more comfortable to give us the information we need is fine.
We can have a
Okay.
driveway or a drive hut party.
Oh, wrong house. A driveway drive party.
Yes, like a carriage
Yes.
roundabout.
On the
sit around.
drawbridge. We can have a drawbridge party. Is that good for you?
All right. Okay. So, yeah. So he'll follow you out as you guys go back into the streets of the dwarven settlement of Irantor, and let's go ahead and pop you back. In the house that was made available for you. Okay. Okay, so the runesmith and stone historian Uthar Stoneteller comes into the building with you. And he says, So, I couldn't say too much in front of his lordship, but I'm rather intrigued to know more about why it is that you're seeking Senelith. If indeed that is what you're looking for.
Senelith?
Aye, Senelith, the Godstone.
Oh, okay.
For that is his proper name.
Finding
You
it
do
has
not
many
think a
names.
stone so as relevant and as profound in history should be just called a stone, do you? No. Senelith is its rightful and proper name from the ages past.
Admittedly, we don't know much about this stone or its history.
I see. Well, if it is indeed what you're looking for. And before I say too much, let us ratify this particular inquiry. So, tell me personally, now we're sitting here in the comfort of your afforded lodgings, what is it exactly you believe you seek, and why do you seek it?
I don't know. We just need to find this Godstone and stop it. Get it?
Yep. It's very important. Very, very, very important.
But specifically, what makes you think you're looking for this particular stone?
We've been specifically told this is the stone we're looking for.
And who would it be that told you that?
Bunch of strangers.
I see.
Tristan,
We've been
weird guy.
we've encountered several strange individuals who seem to know us, and half of them are trying to help us find it, and they said it was like gobbled by the earth, and the other half has been trying to stop us, and they have demons and things that have been fighting us, metallic-faced creatures that evaporate when we destroy them.
I see.
It's very strange.
Well, let us assume that it is Senelith that you be looking for. Would it be perhaps a giant black stone that stands some 20 feet tall? Would it perhaps look like, And with that, he reaches under his thick tunic and pulls out a large, thick volume, and poof, bounces it down on the table and blows away some dust and starts to flick through it.
I'm gonna peek closer to it. See what I can see. What's that there you got there?
Why are you so interested in this all of a sudden?
This is what we're here to do, right, guys? Shouldn't
All
we
right,
get
he
down
kind
to
of looks at you and
business?
says,
I guess. Just want to know where it is.
would it perhaps look like this?
Whoa.
And he shows you this, like, sketch of this huge, big, strange, crystallized black rock. He says, this is a artistic representation from the beginning of the Second Age of what Senelith was supposed to have looked like. Now, of course, myself, I've never laid eyes upon it, but our historians say that this is the great stone that we speak of. The God Stone, as you call it.
Yeah, that seems to fit the description that we've been told. It looks like a godstone. It looks like something important we should be searching. So I'm going to go ahead and venture a guess and say yes.
Well,
I think so.
assuming that is indeed the case, you see, the Godstone came into being at the very beginning of the Second Age. It was indeed the birthstone. I'm sure you know your history, but in the First Age there were very few entities and forces that man and dwarves and elves worshipped. Very few indeed. And, well, it wasn't until the Second Age when the new deities became prevalent and came into being, and each one of them was birthed from Senelith, the Godstone himself. You see, historians and those of a deep religious understanding would tell you, as long as Senelith sits prevalent on the prime material plane, even if the avatars of a god were to meet their demise, the power of their worshippers would bring them back into being. But should Senelith fall from the prime material plane, as impossible as that may be, any gods that was to fall from Greece would have no recourse and no way to come back into existence. So you see, Senelith, or the Godstone, it's very much directly tied to the gods themselves and the deities. All deities, not just your own, but those of elven kind and dwarven kind and goblin kind and orcish kind and blah blah blah, you understand. No.
Incredible.
Yeah,
I have absolutely no idea where it is, so I can't help you.
Oh.
But wait, you said you knew how to help us find it.
Now, that I do. That I do. You see, apparently, there were 2 shards of stone taken from Senelith through history. One, no one knows the whereabouts of it whatsoever, as far as I'm aware. But I happen to know that Senerind, the wizard, southeast of River Breed, who dwells in the hills, probably one of the most prominent wizards here in the south, possesses one of the 2 shards. You bring me that shard, and I can perform runic rituals that would allow me to scry and find out exactly where Senelith currently sits. You bring me that stone, and I can do exactly what it is that you want me to do.
So you already have 1/2 of this shard, and some wizard has the other half?
No, I have no part of the shard.
Oh.
One part of the shard, there, as I said, there were 2 shards taken. One
Oh,
I
you
have
only
no
need
idea
one
where it
shot.
might be, but the one shard that belongs to Cinerind the Wizard is the only one I know about. But all I need is one.
You, what? You want us to steal one of these precious shards?
I never said anything about steal. What I said was, if you can bring me a shard, I can perform a runic ritual that would ascertain the exact location of the Godstone Cenolith. How you acquire that shard that's your own business.
Who has the other shard?
Nobody knows.
Why
That's what I'm
wouldn't we
saying.
just-
For the
Wait, why
umpteenth time.
Why would we? Sorry, she does that. Why would we need you? Could we just ask the wizard to do that very same thing?
Now you see, you have to understand. Stones. Stones are a very specific natural phenomenon. As a dwarven runesmith, I understand stones more than anybody. A stone of such legend, of such innate power as Cenolith, would resist the scrying and mere aspirations of some human wizard. No. You'd need a dwarven runesmith. Or possibly, I mean, you could maybe find a Peck or a Svirfneblin that might be able to identify it as well. But seeing as I know where none of them might be, and you happen to know where a particular Uthar Stoneteller resides, my guess would be that I'm your best bet.
Remember, Britannica, we're trying to network here. Yes, it's not a bad idea, right, Britannica?
I think my kin could give you a run for your money.
Oh
I
boy.
just feel like that's.
Well, if
gonna
that's
be
what
a
you
lot
think,
of
find the bloody shard and
time.
find out where the
What?
fucking stone is
I
yourself,
say that.
my god.
Okay.
Easy.
You big
Boy,
grey
calm
bastard.
down.
I
you.
was. No, I didn't mean that. I was just saying my Goliath kin are equally acclimated to the stone mountains.
Equally!
Don't
Equally!
throw stones
Okay,
at
here we
each
go.
other.
Here we
Okay?
go.
We'd make it a game.
Oh,
a
stones are a
competition.
game to you, are they? Nothing but a game. Well,
Let
stones
go.
might be a
Let
game
go,
to you,
please.
Sonny Jim, but to us they're a way of life.
Okay. Wait.
Can we just get you to come with us?
Why?
To go to
Come
the
with
woods
you.
So we don't have to go back?
What the hell would I want to leave Erin Tor for and go on
We'll
some
give
full
you
quest to all the
money.
way to the northeast to find
Money.
Cererind?
I know you dwarves like money.
What?
Oh, Jesus. That's right.
Okay.
At
now,
my
I have
age,
something-
I've acquired
know.
enough wealth
Wait.
what
to
is
see
happening
me
here?
through to my retirement. Trust me, Missy. There's no amount of money you could throw at my feet to entice
Yeah.
me to go on some gallivanting quest.
Don't worry. We're not going to babysit you along this journey. I want to know, why does he have this shard then? If it's so important, why does he have it? How did he get it? What is he doing with it?
Well, in truth, you're
Is
going to
he
have to
nice?
ask Cinerind that question yourself. All I happen to know is that Cinerind somehow possesses it. And, of course, it is one of his prized possessions. Now, what I can tell you about Cinerind is a strange sort. Not a bad man, or should I say, half-elf. But he doesn't suffer fools lightly. He's one of the most prominent mages here in the south. By all accounts, he must be close to 100 years old. Quite old for a half-elf. But they say he looks mighty young for his age. Now, quite how you're to go about getting the shard from Cinerind, that's your business. All I'm telling you is if you can bring it to me, I can cast the ritual and find Cenolith for you.
Would you be able to tell us how to get to this town or how to find him specifically?
Oh, aye, that's not a problem. So you know where Hillumbridge is?
Yes.
Well, if you follow the road out of Hillumbridge and follow it down to the village of Fenderstead, you'll find a fork in the road. Take the leftmost fork, and that'll take you all the way through to a fine human city. One that's called Riverbreed. Now, once you make your way to Riverbreed, there are some hills that sit to the southeast, and Stendarend makes his acquaintance and his dwelling in amongst those hills, so he does.
Okay, wonderful. Well,
That is but a week to 10 days travel, nothing but a quick sprint under your hefty long legs once you get down to Hillumbridge.
Well, I guess we can transport those troops down to Hill Umbridge then, huh, gang? That'll be good news for the king.
I guess so.
Yes.
All I'm
How
saying
fast
is
do they travel?
the
They
troops will
don't
go
really-
down there by themselves, no problem. But if you want to travel in numbers, you could do worse than have, 6 of the Irantor's finest warriors at your back.
We would be happy to accompany them.
Sure.
Do they walk quickly? Do they have horses?
Horses!
And they have horses?
First of all, us dwarves, if we are to ride something, we prefer ponies. It's a bit of a pain in the ass to climb up on something that's 13 hands, so it is when you're 4.5 foot tall at best. But
Apologies, yes.
here up in the mountains, horses offer little benefit to us. No, we travel on foot.
Do we have horses?
Oh, we have one.
I have
We have
horse.
one.
Have we? Well, never mind.
Yeah, not all of us. So okay. So
I mean, I could be a horse.
You could be a horse.
okay. Well, I could ride you, I guess.
I like that.
Hmm.
The thought.
Okay.
Anyways, not important. I think what's important is we make sure the troops head to Hill Umbridge because we are helpful people. Everybody holds up there to the bargain. Then we try to look for the Senderend, and who is southeast of Riverbreed in the mountains. Apparently, I'm sure. that
No,
won't
it's
be
not in
too
the
hard.
mountains, it's in the hills.
Hills.
It's
Right.
a very pleasant place altogether.
And you
As I
said he's
said,
not a-
Cinderend is not a bad sort. He's just a little bit, well, as I said, he's a bit old and a bit grumpy.
he doesn't suffer fools, you said.
Aye, that's right. Doesn't suffer fools lightly. Or children.
And if
Or
we
women.
bring,
Wait, what?
hold on, maybe there's
What
one.
else? Can you tell?
Huh?
Oh, no,
all
okay,
all
that's
I'm
it.
saying is he doesn't have a whole lot of tolerance for anything.
Sure, he's a crotchety old wizard. Of course he does. That sounds about right. Okay, well, so then if we get the shard, we'll bring it back here, and you can scry because stones are your life, very important life's work. I like that, and you
Aye,
can sort of
That's right. They're my
yes.
life, not some
Yes.
frivolous game.
not a game, of course not.
I apologize if I offended at all. My folk are quite jovial and we love competition.
Oh well,
I'm sorry.
so do we of the dwarven kind, where joviality is expected. But oh no, you mustn't joke about stones.
Yeah, come on, Alec.
I mean,
Jeez.
if you don't have the stones, you shouldn't joke about stones.
I've heard the dwarfs say that since I've ever remembered.
Like,
You don't have the stones.
Remember?
Don't joke
Aye,
about
if you
stones.
don't have the stones, don't mock
Don't
the
joke
stones.
about stones.
That's
Yes,
right.
of course.
Joke about the stones.
I know.
yeah.
How, Alekma, how did
course.
you not? Come on, jeez.
I didn't
Anyways,
know that.
thank you for the information. Very appreciative. Thank you for the hospitality as well. Also very appreciative.
Yes, thank you very much.
Oh
We will
well,
head
this is
out.
actually your dwelling for the time being. So my appreciation for you for letting me in your humble home
Oh, well, of course.
and enjoying some of this fine mead and this delicious roast chicken.
Oh yes.
We didn't actually say you could have any of that, but I
Oh
guess
well, I
help
apologize. But,
yourself.
No, it's
so
all yours
It's going
now.
to go to waste, so I figured I may as well just tuck in.
How about you take it to go? It's fine. It's yours. Enjoy.
Yes.
Well,
For the information.
well, anyway,
Little dwarfy bag. Go ahead.
you know where Otherstone Teller lives, so if you find your shard, bring it to me, and on my honor, I'll find your Senelith for you.
Perfect. All right, gang, we got a game plan. Huh? You hear that? It's great.
Yep. Gonna take about a week, you said?
Well, sure.
River Breed is about a week from Hillumbridge, aye.
In fantasy times, it's not that long of a travel. Keep in mind, that's not terribly
In
long.
fantasy times.
But you know what I mean? That's not that long, you know?
Sure. That should be fine.
Yeah. Plenty of time to get to know each other better.
Aye.
Huh? Who's looking forward to
As I
that?
said, just follow the road, and first place you come across is Fenderstead, small village.
Yep.
If you go to
Yep.
Fenderstead, they make excellent gravy, just so you know. But once you're there, you want to take the leftmost fork and follow that up to the city of River Breed.
Breed, yep, got it. Then the hills to the southeast, and the
Southwest.
wizards in the hills. Okay, off you go.
Oh.
Britannica means to say goodbye. It was a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you for all your help.
Yep,
Well,
appreciate
not
you.
at all. And you did say I could take some of this chicken to go.
Well, the
Absolutely.
ones
Here,
that
take
you've
the whole
already.
chicken, and I
well-
shove it into his hand.
Well, okay, hold on. I'm gonna grab a leg if that's the case. As she throws it to someone else.
All right, okay,
Thank
yep.
you for coming.
Happily, he goes, "Oh, thank you very much." And well, let me just finish me pint. And he downs the last of the drink that he had. He goes,
Very good.
"Ah, delicious." Right then, well, I'll see you soon, or
Absolutely.
not.
We will
Yep,
see you
yep.
soon. Yes.
Very
We will
soon.
see
We'll
you
be-
in hopefully a fortnight, my good man.
Right.
Watch for us
Well,
by the window.
good luck. When you do come back to me, if you come back to me,
Speak.
I'll be most interested to hear how you get Senderend to part with the shard. Oh, yes, indeed. That'll be. In fact, I think probably Braun Heavyhand at the in the hall would more than happily like to hear that tale. Oh yes.
Okay, well, that will be your payment for doing your scrying. We will tell you the tale in detail.
Excellent, excellent. Well, good luck to you, and I hope to see you again real soon. Tatty
Thank
bye.
you. Bye.
Bye.
And he wanders out the door.
The second he does, I just turn to Britannica and be like, "What's going on?"
What do you mean?
Most of our time in
Big
Alders,
going on.
you've been caring about your money more than the stone.
My money? I don't have.
Well, you know, you've been focusing on other things, kind of nonchalant.
Mm-hmm.
Well, didn't you hear what he just said, what the god's tone was? I'm a little concerned myself.
See, Annie's concerned. Everybody should be
If it's
concerned.
This
But wait.
big of a deal. What are
No.
we doing? What are we doing? Why are
Annie,
we-
you're not wrong,
Mhm,
but the
mhm.
difference is she was concerned before we learned this information.
I am coming to terms with our mission. I understand the gravity of what we're doing. We're doing great work. We're liberating orc tribes. We're helping dwarves thwart plans. It just feels really good to help. It feels really good to
That's-
help. And
That
I
is
think
the very attitude that I am concerned.
Yes, that is.
I think-
That is.
That it was
I
not
think
what
we're
you were
on-
like this entire time we've been
absolutely,
in Aldersea.
I've been a willing participant in all of these things.
You
I'm
have been.
helping them, everyone.
You've been
And I
you've been super confident and
And I'm
not to
very
be offensive,
confident.
arrogant about your ability and your purpose.
Yes,
Still
Britannica,
all
you've been
true.
arrogant.
Yes,
And
only
now
me.
you're
no one
not.
else in this room has been arrogant. I am still
Ooh,
very arrogant.
ooh.
I am still very
Good mead.
confident.
Real good meat over here.
Keep drinking. Don't say any more words. I
So-
think we are on the right track, and I just love this momentum we got going. This is a great team building exercise. All of you are doing a great job,
Thank you.
and I
And
just
sometimes
want to.
what ladies speak about are only between ladies.
Right?
Britannica?
What do you
Yes.
mean?
Yes, when it's that
You
time
hear
of
a
the
weird
month,
noise?
right, Annie?
Yep.
Yeah, I hear a weird noise.
Okay.
It's gone now.
Okay.
What did speak about what?
Just lady
Ah.
troubles.
It's you, Christy.
It's Christy. You got a
Yeah.
little whistle sound.
You have a whistle. I don't know. I didn't change anything.
Give a
when you
little
talk.
whistle.
when I talk? How's it?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
it's
no.
your mic. You might need to unplug and replug because it's definitely when your audio goes on.
Okay, hold on. Let me see what's going on.
Maybe we should take a tiny break.
Well, actually, we're about to go to break anyway, so it's perfect timing. So, yeah, we're going to do
You
that. We'll take a short break, and while we do that, if any of you have any questiones, now would be a good time to ask them. Okay, back to it then. So, yeah, you guys are resting in your dwarven hovel with all the food and ale you can want. You've been left to your own devices as Uthar Stoneteller has left. Chit-chat amongst yourselves, or go to sleep and get up in the morning and head to Hill Umbridge. Your choices.
We were in the middle of a conversation again, Britannica, or was it?
Oh, I'm
mentioned something about a conversation just between girls. Again, I normally wouldn't bring this up, but it was just so out of nowhere.
Yeah, a conversation between girls, right, Annie? Girls? Are you a girl, Cyrano?
Well, that's not what I'm asking. No, I'm not. But what does
Okay.
that have to do with anything?
This was a conversation for us. It was lady stuff.
So you had a
You-
conversation.
You wouldn't want to be. I told you that.
You did not.
Yes, remember I said,
Let's
Annie and
just
I
say-
took care of it, and you were fine. You were sleeping.
That
And
you
we just had
switched
some-
watch, yes, but a conversation that needed to be brought up in such a
Cyrano,
manner
no,
was
no.
not discussed.
Let's just say the first question in our conversation was, are you having your period again?
Would you like us to go into more detail, Alekma?
Hey, it's a natural thing, baby. It doesn't bother me at all.
Okay.
Alekma looks very uncomfortable.
I don't want to do an insight check to see if I believe them,
Oh my god.
because that's such a weird.
Well,
Is that in
but here's the
nature?
thing: is
Okay,
they're
roll.
not lying though. That is
Roll.
the first question.
Well, that is true, but I guess Alekma would find that such a strange 60.
Okay.
Motive of- if
Do
we
you
have a
believe them
period.
or not? Because, this is RP, so player to player, fuck the
I know,
dice.
I just wanted to roll a 20. I just wanted to roll a
I
20.
know, that's what you're up
Oh,
to.
Well, you
Weird.
little scummer, dude. Okay, so it's nothing of importance at all.
Not for you, no. Right, Annie?
Annie,
Annie?
Annie,
Annie?
Annie.
Annie?
I thank
Annie?
you all for saying my
Annie?
name. I do think it's a pretty name.
Yes.
It's lovely. The
That's
best
quite-
name, one would say. The most honest and loyal name.
Well, I
Wait,
don't know
more
about the
than
honest part.
The loyal part.
hmm
I am a loyal friend indeed.
Would you also say you're an honest friend, indeed?
No. That's not really important.
I've said a few fibs in my time.
And how do they make you feel, Annie?
Not good.
What do they usually do
Real
to you when you
sour.
fib about something?
It's
I
not.
think that we're getting off topic here. What really needs to be talked about is what we're going to do next. Right?
I just
Sure. Yes, you're right.
look. Period. Women that aside, I am a little. You had a whole conversation while we were sleeping. I didn't know this, and I thought we were a group. No secrets between us.
We are. There are no secrets.
Well, people can have side conversations, but
Yeah,
there's
but-
That's
nothing that would have been pertinent for the group to know.
No. But we
Okay.
do need to talk about what our next plan is. That's
We-
very important, right?
Yes, we do.
As a group.
It
Let's
sounds
all-
like it's pretty straightforward from here to our next point.
We need to get that shard immediately.
Well,
Right.
let's slow it down and take our time.
No.
Did you just say
We
slow it down and take her down?
I said take our time.
Oh, I thought
You're
I
just
heard
familiar.
Tinkertown. I was like, this must be a Goliath saying that I'd not heard before. Let's slow it down in Tinkertown.
Slow it down. and
Yes,
take your time,
Goliaths
guys.
are well known in Tinkertown.
I'm gonna use that from
Tinker and
evermore.
Goliath.
That's my new thing.
Oh my god, I love it.
Slow it down in Tinkertown.
We
Name
need
of this episode.
Well, what if we come across another orphan we need to put
No.
in a city or town?
absolutely not.
You'd be against that. That little side venture.
No side venture, no side quests. We need to get this done. Don't you think? Don't you agree? Annie, don't you agree?
Annie?
After everything I learned about the Godstone today, yes.
See?
Sure, but there's
Very important.
there's no like time limit or something. There's nothing that's making us need to go at a breakneck speed.
I
Well,
disagree.
There's a few
Well,
things.
okay, well what then?
Yeah, explain, Annie.
Please, Annie.
He said that the stone, if it's not here, then like gods and stuff don't resurrect or something, right? That
Well,
seems huge. And now
okay.
that I'm thinking about it, we've passed through a lot of towns where the god was not there anymore. Obviously.
But all we know is that
Deal.
the rumor is that the stone was gobbled by the earth, and that's still in nature here. I mean, just underground.
What about all the gods not answering priests in the towns we've been? That's concerning, right?
So it's underground, not on the prime material plane.
Well, that wouldn't make any sense, because how would we go to any other plane than the one we're on?
Who knows what kind of magical things we'll encounter on our way?
Right, and if we encounter those things, shouldn't we address them?
As quickly as possible. We don't need to worry about Hill Umbrage. We don't need to worry about little babies. We just need to get this baby done. Not that baby. This stone
Different
baby.
Stone baby, yes.
Right?
Okay, I guess so,
wait.
but again,
Wait, you weren't like this in the orc village.
What do you
Great.
mean? I was so ready to.
I
take
was
over the
watching
orc
from the
village.
shaman tent. You dragged your feet into that tent.
Well, because I thought maybe they would just kill each other and we wouldn't have to get involved. We could just sneak away and get
But
the treasure and go.
there was no urgency there.
We have been urgent this whole time to get the amulet, and now we have gotten it. We're trying to save Hill Umbrage, right?
And then we
That
go
was
to
the whole
sleep
point.
on top of a precipice,
Mm-hmm.
and you have a girl talk where you don't wake Cyrano,
Yes.
which he found weird. And now you're all, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Okay. I'll be honest. Are you ready?
please.
It's
I
not a
hope so.
pregnancy.
Not a pregnancy.
I never thought that for 1 second.
It's a phantom pregnancy. She's going to just wake up one day and there'll be a baby in the toilet.
What the
Oh God.
Well, I was gonna go away, and now I feel like I'm gonna.
I'll be
I
like,
was gonna.
I thought I had gas and then I went to the toilet and I looked down and there was a baby in the toilet.
Britannica, please continue. I beg of you, please.
Okay. So I only wanted to confide in Annie about this because it's very personal. Okay? But it happens to be my time of the month,
Oh.
which is why we talked about lady troubles. And I need to get this job done so I can get home and have a family. My clock is ticking.
Okay, all right, okay, hold on. I was gonna let all this go and move on. I gotta tell you, Britannica, I don't believe a single word you're saying now at this point.
I don't
What are you
either.
talking
I
about?
don't either.
I think you talked yourself into this situation that we're in now, and I don't think I could let it go. Because that is an insane thing to say. Yeah, that was a crazy talk thing to say.
Just say what happens or what is going on in your mind, please.
Can I tell them what you
No.
Oh.
Okay. I'll really tell the truth this time.
Sure, please.
This time.
Everybody was asleep. I had a dream,
Uh-huh.
you know? Like the
Sure.
ones you guys had, right?
A dream. You had a dream like we have? Yes, we have dreams. I'm sure yours are
Yes.
similar.
like the special dreams we've had.
A special dream. I had a pull. Like the one that brought us here. I had that.
Oh, so you saw a vision of some sort?
Yes, yes, a vision, of course. That's the word I was looking for.
Or- Okay.
A vision.
Oh,
And this
okay.
vision showed me things about what's going on. And it's very bad. It's very, very bad.
Okay.
And we have to get the shard as fast as we can. And we have to get to the Godstone as fast as we can.
Why? What's so bad that's going on right now? What do they show you?
I don't... Annie,
What is it, Britannica?
the gods are dying.
What?
So
We've
I
inferred.
was right?
We're right. They're in my vision. They're dying. And everything is going bad.
How did you see that?
I don't know. It was like clouds and stones and shapes and wings, like me.
Okay.
And it's happening, and we have to stop it. And we have to stop it as quickly as we can, because it can't be undone.
Well, maybe you misinterpret. It sounds like it was sort of an obtuse sort of, more of like a Rorschach test, if that exists in this world. More of a, you kind of see shapes in the clouds. That definitely exists in this world. You see a shape in the cloud, one person sees a turtle, you see all the gods dying in the realm. It's up for interpretation.
No, that's just a turtle.
Yeah.
I like turtles.
Yeah, well, of course. See?
No.
Dreams can be like that sometimes. They don't necessarily all mean doom and gloom. When I saw my vision, I sort of saw a few things that kind of connected to something, but it wasn't as big and dire as someone... I didn't know in my heart, this is 100% happening, and it's all this doom and gloom. How could you possibly find that from something so disjointed from what you're telling it? Wings and clouds and...
Maybe my dreams are just better than yours. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay.
I saw it. I felt it. It was real. It's happening.
Well, it was a dream.
Yes. We all know that we're doing something. You know
Sure.
that you're something, I guess, kind of special or whatever.
Well, it was that before the dream, but sure, continue.
We have to do this as fast as we can.
Okay, I understand time is an issue, but again, I don't want to go so fast as we throw caution to the wind. I think we've been doing well as we've been doing, and we're here, we're alive, we've conquered every obstacle that's been before us. I don't want to again, could you not tell I was lying back there when I was saying that, I'm not a tactician, I don't have a technical mind, ha 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 ha. I was degrading myself in front of higher up people. Again, networking. That's kind of one of the things you do. You never beat your boss in golf. There's a tip for you. Sort of that's that idea. But of course we know this is what I do. I plan, I think ahead. I'm very patient in what I do. I check off the plan. I check off the objectives as we go to make sure we get to the end. Taking no chance. Taking no risk that's not needed to be taken. I don't think just running in headfirst to a giant unknown like we are going into now is in our best interest.
It's the only interest.
But it's not. I just said all the stuff I just said.
No, you have to trust me. I have wings. I can blind people out of nowhere.
Haven't seen it, but yes. So I've heard. So I've heard.
Really tempted to do it right now.
So I've heard.
Something is happening, and I just need you to trust me that we have to do it quickly.
I agree with you. Something is happening. That cannot be denied. I just don't know where all of a sudden you get this fervor for it. I don't understand where you get this determination.
I'm telling you, I had a vision, and it's important.
Yes.
Okay.
I will just say, for the record of this meeting of friends that we are having, Britannica, you convinced me. Although, honestly, all you had to say is you had a vision. Because I had a vision too. And it was, with the swans and forces merging,
Right?
I mean, so why you didn't tell me that, I got your back. Sure.
Well, I'm telling it to you now.
Now that
And
does raise a second question, Britannica.
What?
We all had dreams as well. You were quite aware of this fact. We
Mm-hmm.
all were very upfront with our dreams and our visions that we saw. Why were you so protective of yours to where you couldn't share it with all of us until it was forced out of you? That seems a little strange.
I was still trying to interpret it.
And when did
figure out-
when did you come to the conclusion of that interpretation?
I wanted to talk to the dwarf to understand what we needed to do.
Uh-huh. So so just a few moments ago then.
Well, yes,
Ah,
I
see.
guess.
I mean, it still took
Okay.
plucking all your teeth out, but yes,
Sure.
you finally did.
Okay. Okay, sure. Britannica, I'll trust you. Absolutely.
Well, you
Doesn't
know I
sound-
trust you too, even when you tell me about the
I mean-
celestial stuff.
If you want to go now, I'll be tired to go. If you really feel we need to move, although it is dark and sight issues.
Oh, we'll sleep. We don't have time to deal with everything else. We have to just get this shard from this stupid wizard and bring it back.
You don't know if he's stupid now. That's not.
Well, he doesn't like women, Annie, so it's probably not going to go well.
I mean, we
Sure.
could just say we've seen visions and it's important. Maybe he'll just give it to us.
Yes, maybe he'll just give it to us.
Well,
That's
that
why I
would be-
want to discuss our plan, because we might have to do things we don't like to get this shard.
What?
Well,
I will not do that thing that you made me do.
Well,
yes, maybe he doesn't like women, but maybe he likes women, you know?
no, Annie, I wasn't suggesting that, although
No.
he is a
I think if we were
human.
I think we need to be like water, for example. We need to be able to flow with the current at hand. I don't think we are going into a 100% unknown right here. I think we could plan all night as much as we wanted to, and one of the things that happens might not be what we planned for. I think we just need to be ready.
I like it when you speak of water.
Of course.
It's
Like,
really-
how about this? Like water flowing around stones in a river, huh? How's
Oh.
that? Like, yes.
You're
What a
speaking my
waterfall.
language now.
Sure am, yes. My point is, I think
Alexma's
if
getting
we,
hot.
I'm definitely getting hot.
hey, my words invoke. What can I say?
Whatever it does it for you.
Yeah, I think if we are just prepared to do what needs to be done, as long as we are of that mind, I think we, as we have done in the past, will accomplish the goals at hand. We just need to be patient and take those opportunities when they present themselves, instead of bashing through a door, all recklessness and willy-nilly, and not paying attention to the situation at hand.
Yes, let's at least try knocking first.
Fine. But I'm not leaving without that shard.
Well, no, that's our mission. We are not leaving without the shard.
I'm not leaving to go get a rabbit's tail or a swan's feather or any other thing
So if
this
he said,
wizard asks
he's-
me for.
if
I am
he's-
taking that shard. Do you
But if
understand me, Cyrano?
I understand you, but if he just said, all I need is one swan's feather, you wouldn't go get a swan's feather for it?
I'll pluck it off of Shagget's staff.
Oh.
I am.
Who's Shagget?
Sorry. I read the words right in front of me.
It's a, I don't know. Maybe we're an orc for a little too long, but it's not a staff. It's a spear. They're
Whatever it
different.
is, I am taking
Sharp
the shard.
edge.
We
My-
always are gonna have to barter for something we
Yes.
want. That's just gonna hand us a shard,
There is not a straight
a
line.
million gold coins or something.
Sure. There's not a straight line from point A to point B. There's no such thing.
There is for me.
Well,
So you think.
they do say as the crow flies, and she can fly, and so can I, and we go
He
straight.
could be a crow. He could just grab it.
I'm not going to steal from a powerful wizard.
He said one of the most powerful.
He said prominent.
Okay.
Well, there aren't that many prominent weak wizards out
I'm
there.
just saying, by whose standards, okay? We can do
The
cool
most
stuff.
prominent, weakest wizard there is. That's
Could be
why
prominent for
prominent, 'cause he's so weak.
Maybe it's because of his hairdo. You don't know why he's prominent.
Hairdos can be very powerful, I will say. I can attest
Yes.
to that.
All right, let's go to
Anyways,
sleep and
Yes,
yes.
we have plenty of time to discuss this on the way.
Great.
But for now, I have a belly full of turkey that I was able to snatch before you gave it all away. Nice little nightcap of meat, and I am plumb tuckered out.
All right, well, get some rest then,
Little
everyone.
CC is ready for bed.
CC.
CC.
Yes, it's my nickname. Surprised you haven't called me that yet, to be honest.
I've called you shortstop
You did. Not
because
quite.
you
as
are tiny.
endearing.
You're
Yes,
tiny.
I understand the correlation. Thank you. Like, not quite as endearing, but hey, not a bad first try.
Give me a thumbs up.
Cool. Yeah. All right. And then I'm gonna crawl in the bed and try to get some sleep.
All right.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna call it a night too.
Okay.
I glare at them all as they go to sleep.
All right.
Very peaceful sleep because I have no idea fucking Asmodeus is looking at us.
Oh, I get to do what I
Because she
want.
didn't tell us that. So I have no
No,
problem
that's
sleeping.
all oblivious. That's like no one knows about that. See, she's doing you a favor. You can actually sleep tonight because you
No
don't have to know
monsters
what she
under your
knows.
bed. Don't worry.
All right. Okay. So, bright and early the following day, here in the Dwarven settlement, you can meet up with the 6 Dwarven warriors that have been assigned to head southeast to the human settlement of Hillumbridge and act as initial protectors until such time as a more robust force is mustered and sent. Okay. Basically, you meet them. There's 5 of them plus their sergeant. All of them are very kind of regiment. They're like fairly young, but capable-looking dwarves, all stocky, fit, and well-suited for the task. The sergeant walks over to you and spits in his hand. Fiddledorf Bane at your service. So you're the ones that are going to lead us down to Hillumbridge, is that right?
I'm
I
going
believe so. I'm
to
gonna curtsy.
spit in my hand and meet his in the middle.
Okay.
That we are, friend.
Well, we got our packs ready, and we're eager to get on the road, so why don't you lead the way?
Will do. Ha ha! And off I go to lead the way.
Okay. All right. So yeah, the 6 dwarves basically like stroll along behind you in the rear. They're more than happy to socialize if you bother to talk to them, but if you don't, they pretty much just keep themselves to themselves and stomp along quite merrily. As you head southwards through the mountains, following the rivers, and then pretty much, I guess, taking the path back the same way you came, back to Hillumbridge. Through the foothills and through the paths. First night comes along. As it starts to get dark, all of the dwarves begin to roll out their bedrolls. One of them sets up, pulls out some tinder and starts to lay it in a small fire and gets a tinderbox out and will light himself a small fire. And at that point, they'll all pull out some fish and stuff like that and stick it on spit, roast, and start to cook it over the fireplace. And generally speaking, don't seem remotely interested in keeping any sort of watch or vigilance. They seem to feel pretty at ease here, out in the mountains late at night.
You guys don't care about the trolls?
Apparently not.
All right, well, then I'd walk over to Britannica and say, well, it looks like Patrol's going to fall on us, so maybe we do our normal 1-2 combo?
Off to bed you go.
All right, are you going to wake me up this time?
Absolutely.
Uh-huh, okay.
Okay. Good night.
Well, okay, yeah, good night.
Sweet dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Okay. So you're pretty much going to do watch until the sun begins to come up, and then you're going to wake him up once you can see a little bit?
Not before I wake Annie one more time.
Okay. All right. Well, it's not too long
no.
before you can see the fervent snoring of 6 very well-fed and very well-ailed dwarves. So yeah. And
Hey.
if you, by all means, sneak over and poke Annie awake if that's what you want to do.
Hey, Gore, I'm going to message you, but I think you already know what I'm going to say, so I don't think I have to.
I'll tell you what. Message me. Let me go ahead and. Ironically, I actually didn't bring up the message thing, so give me a second and I'll pop it up.
I can say it out loud because I think everybody else knows what I'm going to do too.
Yeah.
Oh, by all means, then say
Oh,
it.
I am 100% not falling asleep, but I'm going to pretend like I am.
Yeah, I had a feeling that might be the
Think
case, but I didn't want to assume.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you're going to be doing the whole fake sleep thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, I'm
cool.
checking. I'm checking to see if they're asleep.
Okay. In that case, so here's what we're going to do. Where's my sheet? Here you go. So here's how this is going to work. Because you're trying to eyeball and find out if he's asleep, and he's trying to ruse de guerre you into believing that he is. Let's go ahead. Cyrano, you're going to give me a bluff check.
Ooh, okay.
And you in like to counteract that, Britannica, you're going to give me an insight check.
So you don't.
Okay, you're probably not good at that. That's good.
Shut up. You're not good at that either.
No, I'm not. That's what I'm saying. At least it's balanced.
Wait, I don't see insight.
Can we do
actually.
balance? I like balance better. Okay, here we go.
No.
Yeah, I don't think it's insight. Investigation, maybe?
Investigation, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
have,
babe.
I only have intimidate. I don't have investigation.
Hang
Spot
on.
check?
Not investigation. Hang on.
Is
there's
there a-
intimidate. Let's see.
Spot.
What am I thinking of? No.
No, not
Sense
spot
motive.
check.
Sorry, sense motive.
Yeah.
Sense
Okay.
motive is what I meant. I do
No
apologize.
problem.
Oh, no, that's good. She has high wisdom. No!
Oh.
Okay. All right.
Oh, shit.
So yeah, you kind of go around and check, but you know, as you kind of turn around and back, you do kind of catch Cyrano being like, opens his eyes
That would be so
briefly.
bad.
Okay, can I just wait
So
it out?
yeah, clearly he's not fully asleep at this point. So what's your game? What do you want to do?
I want to see if he'll. Okay, where are we all laying? Like, is Annie?
You tell me. I mean,
Position?
you know, normally you all probably stay in pretty close quarters and not too well spread out because obviously safety in numbers, right? And so,
I would have tried to position myself close to where Annie was, but if everybody else is really close by,
I mean, no one's going to be too far away, is what I'm saying. But you know, if they're all fast asleep,
I'm gonna try to wait a little longer to see if Cyrano would just fall asleep. Is there a
Okay.
way to roll for if he'll fall asleep?
well,
Just gonna stay awake.
I think
How long
he's
can he
pretty-
fight it?
well, I think he's pretty hell bent on staying awake, and he had a very good night's sleep in a good cozy bed last night. So if he chooses to stay awake, I think he can. So if that's what you're doing, you guys can pretty much rinse and repeat the same thing then.
Okay.
So bluff check versus sense motive.
Go to bed.
Roll it up, Annie. Or Britannica, let's see what you get.
Let's roll it up.
Oh, come on, baby.
Oh.
Oh,
I still don't have a good bluff. I need another big roll again.
Okay. All right. So you wait a little bit longer, and finally you notice him kind of like roll over, and you hear like
little stupid face.
little
Should've
whispering
called me out. What are you doing?
snores coming from him, and you're like, yeah, he's probably asleep by now.
Okay. Well, knowing that, I'm gonna go sneak over to Annie and do my
Ding,
little...
ding, 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 ding.
Annie. Psst.
Britannica.
Sorry.
Right. Sorry. Again?
Yes, please. If you must, but
Cyrano,
quietly.
give me a listen check.
Sure.
Because they're whispering, so if you're going to eavesdrop their conversation, you're going to have to roll a listen check.
Okay. Can do. Buckaroo.
Oh,
baby.
shit,
my
yeah.
God.
Okay, yeah, 26.
And I go, oh.
And they're like, oh, wait a second, wet dream. Okay, yeah, I would say that that's a fairly reasonable roll to eavesdrop this conversation at 26. Okay.
I'm not going to rouse. I'm not going to do anything but listen. That's all I'm doing.
Except the oh.
Yeah, well, that. You just, you hear that all the time, so that's no different.
I thought it was an owl.
That's you snoring.
That's
I'm
how I
going to
sound.
be wondering what the hell does he dream about as he lays there.
And all the times he was right about something.
Everyone assumes he has like really perverted dreams.
Yes.
It's just-
Britannica. What?
So first of all, kind of upset with you for throwing me out like that.
I
I
did my
thought-
best.
We had an agreement. I thought you were gonna not tell anybody.
I didn't tell anybody anything.
Okay, but you didn't not tell anybody anything, did you?
I just got a little concerned. And I think maybe you ought to tell the rest of our party about what's going on.
You don't believe me. Look at how they reacted when I told them the most important part.
I
They
just
don't
think it's
care
'cause
like
they
you
don't-
care.
They don't realize what's going on. And if you told them, they'd probably be as accepting as I am.
That's
Give them the
true.
benefit of the doubt, Britannica.
I don't-
Even Cyrano.
I don't think that's true. You saw how much force was met with that. They're going to just dilly around and do all these other things and calculate, and we don't have time for that. You know that. Feel it. Annie.
Britannica, is that the whole story, what you told me and what you told us?
Swans.
I look over at Alekma.
Oh yeah, he's out cold. Sorry.
There might be more, but I don't understand it yet. And I don't...
Well, that's what the three of us are here for, to understand each other's dreams and whatever it is that we have. So we could collectively make decisions together. And
This is the collective decision. We already know what we need to do. I'm just telling us we need to do it faster.
going as fast as we can. I don't know how to not tell them about the celestial thing and me teaching you how I do my magic. And it's...
They'll know when I do it. That doesn't matter to them. All they need is the results, right? Who cares how it happens? Just the results.
I just maybe you should think more about what you tell the rest of the party. I know you think it's not going to be beneficial, but from what you've told me, it would be entirely beneficial for everybody to know. We could talk about it openly. And then I won't accidentally give something away again, because you know how I am.
What if they don't believe me, or they think...
That you're stupid
Yes.
and dumb? Well, you're
Yeah.
not. Britannica, you are the smartest, bravest woman I know, okay? And I will back you up on that. If they start making fun of you, I'll say, no, you're wrong. That's what I'll do.
What if they try to stop what I'm trying to do?
I don't think they will. I think we're all on the same page. We just want to figure out what's going on. That's it. It's okay, Britannica.
What if what I think we're supposed to do might not be the best thing to do?
Like it's wrong?
Maybe?
Well, we'd have to look at it from both sides, but I guess I don't quite understand, because it seems like there's more information you might be holding back. I'm here to listen, and I won't judge you. You know that.
What if the Godstone... What if people who are bad want the Godstone back?
You mean like that demon thing that we fight all the time, like him?
Yes, like that, sort of.
So he's trying to stop us because he wants the Godstone for himself or something?
Maybe. Or just doesn't want it to be back where it should be.
And our mission is for it to be back where it is, so...
What if that mission is the wrong answer and we should just leave it? Would you stop it, or would you do it?
Well, from what I heard about the Godstone, if we don't stop it, it seems like these gods who aren't answering, aka my god who's still answering, but who's to know if she were to stop answering my prayers, I'd want my god back, wouldn't you?
Okay. But what if getting your god back is bad? Or it helps someone bad?
That's a big dilemma. I feel a lot to think about. I feel like there could be nothing bad about my god. I've felt nothing but love. But there's always two sides to every story, I suppose.
This is why I don't want to tell them. I don't know if what we're doing is what we should be doing, but I know I have to do it. And if they know everything, what if they stop? What if they try to stop you? What if they try to stop me? You want your god back, right? If something were to
she's not
happen
gone,
to her,
but yeah.
but if something happened to her, you would want this to happen.
Yes.
Nothing could stop you, right?
Absolutely not.
Well, what about Cyrano? He doesn't care about gods. What if some other deal comes along that's more profitable for him?
Well,
And he just decides to change his stance and stops us.
You have to remember, both Alekma and Cyrano also had dreams, also received these destinies and these legacies and the weapons. They have a big stake in what we're doing. I don't think they're just going to throw it away.
I don't think they'll throw it away, but I think I worry that if they knew other things, that they might want to be more strategic about it, or hesitate, or try to play other sides and get in the way of it. We need them to just do this without any question.
I get it.
Can you help me do that?
But
not being dishonest, just guiding them.
Here's the thing. I get what you're saying, but also, you know, this is something I've always had to work on, but you can't just make a decision for somebody else and just assume
people do it all the time.
That's not how I've learned to live my life.
Rulers do it everywhere. Kings, anyone in power does that. We're making the decision for them.
We're equals, aren't we? All four of us are equals in this together.
I mean, I have wings, but yes, of course, we're all equals.
Just for you to assume that they would decide to do something against you.
I'm not assuming it.
Decision for them. You don't know that.
We can't leave this to chance. I can't, and you can't. right?
I can't. But what if I think that with certainty, if you told them everything you want to tell them, and maybe open up a little bit more to me, what if I knew that they wouldn't pick the wrong side? What if I knew that I bet they would embrace it?
Would we know that? How would we know that?
I guess I look at the cup half full.
Do you know a spell that maybe can detect whether or not
Lekma
someone does something bad?
Well, I can detect if somebody is good or evil.
Oh, maybe you could teach that
Well,
to me.
I can already tell you, I knew it as soon as I met everyone. Everybody here is fairly good. Fairly good.
Fairly good?
Well, you know, here and there.
Well, who's got some...
Nobody's evil. That's it. Not even Cyrano.
I don't think he's evil. I just think he's opportunistic, and I just want to make sure he doesn't get sidetracked on trying to network and all these other things that he says. We have to just do this, no matter the cost, and that might cost a lot.
Right. And I think if we open our hearts and speak openly, he would see that we're not trying to play him a fool. I think you should just tell everyone. And I'm going to stand by that.
I know, but I'm not ready to yet. Please just...
Okay. When you're ready,
help
don't wait
me,
too long.
Help
Okay.
me guide them, please.
Okay.
Don't give them clues.
Okay.
Okay? Let's
Got
just... I need you to back me up when I say let's get to work.
I will back you up no matter what, but you promise me you will tell them soon.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Can you teach me another spell now?
Deal. Well, you know, I do know how to detect evil. I've kind of known that since the beginning.
Okay.
So basically, you know, I center myself, and I say, Goddess Myris, is there anybody evil in the circle around 60 feet around me? And then if there is somebody evil, I kind of feel this pit in my stomach, and I feel foul, like there's something amiss. Then I know. I open my eyes, and I see that guy's evil.
Okay. Should I
try it out?
try it?
The dwarves?
Okay, I'll try it. Sure. Okay. Center yourself, right? Is that what you said?
Yep.
Okay, center myself. Great Goddess Myris, or probably just me. Can you detect any evil? And then I'm going to try. I can't click on my token because it's nowhere. But I'm going to actually try to do it.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah. You don't have a token on this map, do you?
Yeah, sorry.
Alright, okay. Yeah, so I think that is one of your diva-ish things, right?
It is.
Which you can do once a day. So, okay, yeah, no, you do not sense any foul or sickening presences around.
That's a relief to me personally. For a reason.
Well, except that one dwarf who's sleeping named Bob, right? He's a dick.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
Kind of a
you.
jerk. Okay.
What do you feel?
I gotta look around. Nothing. Everything.
Do you feel like a little sense of goodness in you, or do you feel nothing at all?
I feel nothing at all. Is that right?
Well, it either didn't work, or there was nobody evil around, which is also good.
Okay. Well, I'll take that as a win.
Okay. That is
Okay.
fun.
Thank
Can't
you.
wait to try again. You can wake me up anytime to learn something new.
Let's get back to sleep, but please, just keep this quiet for a little longer. I'm trying to figure more out before I tell them.
Okay, this is
Please.
two-way promise. Don't forget, Britannica. They
Pinky
must
promise.
know the dangers out there and the truth.
They already do.
I know there's still something you're not telling me, but I'll let it go till you're ready.
Thank you.
Night, Britannica. Great
night.
ladies talk.
Great ladies talk indeed. Sleep. And then I'm gonna go over to Cyrano
Okay.
and try to wake him up, I guess. Because is it?
Oh,
about
I'm
that
suddenly
time?
awake.
That's kind of what my plan.
Oh.
Hello. Yes, it's time for you to do your watch.
What? Oh, so deep asleep. Of course.
Go right ahead. I'm off to bed. Good watch. I'll see you on the flip side.
Okay, real weird. Good night. I will make sure to. Okay. I'll keep an eye out. And I'll get to, if there's any high ground at all where we are, even if it's a little rock, I'll get up there. If not, I'll
there's
just
plenty
keep a
of
sharp
places
eye.
for you to
Okay, yeah,
scramble.
I'll just get up, perched a little bit, and keep an eye out
Okay. All right.
with my newfound information swirling around my head now.
Halfway through, I forgot you were actually awake.
Yeah, that's how well I role played it.
Oops.
That's how well he said absolutely nothing at all.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So the sun eventually comes up, and the dwarves wake up, and everybody gets ready to continue the march southwards. Okay. All right.
Oh, that's good.
I am more sleepy than usual for some reason. A little sluggish.
I imagine Cyrano's really tired.
Yeah.
Nah, an all-nighter, that's nothing, man.
Yeah, he's a party animal.
That's nothing.
He's lied like that with like his 2 daggers up waiting to attack once for 3 days straight. Thank you.
Yeah, that's right. I have. That is canon.
Oh, I had strange dreams, Anybody else?
I dreamt that there were 2 women,
Well-
and here's the conversation they had in the dream.
Slept like a log myself.
All good. Great watch. Everything went well.
Everything's fine. Yeah,
Ready to hit the road.
keep on the trucking.
All right.
Keep on a carriaging, I guess.
Off we
Okay.
go.
So yeah, you travel pretty much onwards until the sun begins to set for the second day, knowing that it shouldn't be too much longer before you find your way back to the town of Hill Umbridge. Let's go ahead and do a thing. All right, there you go. So, yep, there's you guys coming down into, as you kind of like pretty steadily working your way down now, following the various different paths and steps leading down through the dark mountains. You've passed the lakes and stuff behind you, and as I said, you know that probably no later than late morning tomorrow, you should arrive back at the edge of Hill Umbridge. So yeah, it's starting to get a little dusky again. Here up in the mountains, of course, it gets a little darker sooner than normal. As you start to begin to get a little weary and the dwarves start to contemplate and belly aching about being hungry, and it's time to, make camp and fix something good to eat and have a pint or 2 and get some sleep.
This is so I'm gonna turn to everybody, look at them, and be like, troll creatures, right? I mean, we're coming from the other angle, but
Yes, this
Yes,
you
this
kind
was
of,
it.
you kind of glancing around. You do have memories that this is where you did in fact encounter some stone trolls.
so I'm gonna relay that information to the dwarves. Be like, we were beset upon here.
Strangely enough, none of the corpses of the trolls are still here, though.
And no weapons or anything, any like
No.
longs.
I'm going to take my weapon out and just be cautious.
Okay.
Yes,
Traverse this area.
food later, dwarf friends. This is where we were ambushed, coming to see you guys.
Okay. They shrug and kind of glance around. Well, it looks pretty bloody quiet now.
That's why he said ambush, but okay.
Oh, the old saying. Lightning didn't strike in the same place twice. What are the odds that you're going to get attacked again right here? Besides, look at us. We're a 10 in number. You really think a couple of bloody trolls are going to come and mess with us?
You
To-
jinx us.
Well, to be fair, I can make
To be
lightning
fair.
strike twice. I have that power to make lightning strike twice in the same place.
It's just a saying, lad. It's just a saying. Don't lean too much into it.
I'm gonna go to the right down because
Okay.
I remember that this is where the path was, like a short,
Yeah, I'm gonna follow you.
Oh, okay. Well, if that was the way we were going to go,
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm hop stepping with them.
yeah.
All right. Okay.
Back. Okay.
Yeah, you pretty much start to make your way down the hill once more.
I'm
All right.
nervous.
I am too.
Why you went first?
All right.
I know, that's why I'm nervous.
Your cluster of dwarves slowly begin to bring up the rear.
Cyrano,
Hmm?
I respect what you're doing, Alekma, but maybe Cyrano should take the lead here.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. I'll just kind of pirouette up
Okay.
between everyone.
So
and in the
yeah,
front.
Cyrano, you pretty much kind of like
Roll
scurry
through, like-
past everybody, get
Yep.
to the front.
Yep.
The dwarves continue to come up behind you. So about here, as you get to this bottom point, you do see what appears to be one of the corpses of the trolls, but something has pretty much picked most of the bones clean. Like most of the meat is gone. It was a good while away, so given a couple of days, a few carrion birds or scavenging creatures could have easily have achieved the same thing. And then over here, laying half under one of this bush, you can see like the back half of a second, troll corpse sticking out.
Okay. I mean, I've all this makes sense to Cyrano at least, so I don't
Yeah.
think I'd comment on it. And I'd continue down the mountain path here.
Give me a spot check.
Sure. Ooh, okay. Dirty 20.
20.
baby.
Okay. As you start to kind of go down the natural stairway, glancing kind of at the peripheral of your right eye, you could swear that one of the corpses of the troll bonied leg that was pretty much picked bare just kind of twitched, went and twitched a little bit. Everybody else give me a spot check once that happens.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
All right.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah, so pretty
Nice.
much everybody, maybe with the exception of Alekma, who doesn't quite pick up on it,
Get it rocks.
notice that one of the corpses that you can see begins to move just ever so slightly.
And they're over here, Gore. You said on the flat here.
It's a very small amount of movement. It's just like a little twitching. Nothing, major. Nothing.
Are they supposed to be able to do that? Anyone?
I thought we severed the heads.
Do what?
The bodies are moving.
Look.
What? That's
Yeah,
Take
impossible.
his head, just turn him over
Okay.
to the
As you're kind of pointing, all the dwarves have stopped on the ledge and are all like peering down.
We should probably just hurry up.
Because if you remember, you actually did dismember these. You
Yeah,
chopped
we
the
did.
heads off and stuff. So
Yeah, we lit them on fire too, right?
you did. That's why they're pretty much nothing but bones now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, I saw it move. I don't know. It moved or something made it move, but the body moved.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
something's eating the charred meat and it's
I don't think
moving.
we should stick around.
No, we need to move.
Go.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So everybody else give me a. Let's see. Um,
Can I detect evil?
if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, do that as we were moving.
Oh yeah, something foul is
Oh.
here. Something
No.
very, very foul.
Okay.
Like you focus and concentrate, and this acrid waft of horrific stench of pure corruption starts to overwhelm you. I mean, it's noticeable for everybody as you see her and there's the revulsion comes across her face.
Yeah.
Something
As that
bad.
happens,
Yeah, we need to
you
move.
begin to notice the bones suddenly all go and they rush together in a swirl, like two small mini tornadoes of bones start to spin round and round and round.
Bonados.
That's not natural.
Yeah.
No.
Thanks, I like my.
That's druid
It's
gear.
out.
The dwarves are kind of looking rather disturbed, and each one of them removes their weapon and gets their shield and kind of begins to brace themselves, and they say, "Is that what you fought last time?"
No, definitely not.
It was.
Okay. As the bones
Goodness.
begin to spin, you're aware of some kind of black, insubstantial substance kind of flows up out of the ground and into each of the bone tornadoes and starts to mingle in with the bones.
When I see that, I'm going to sprout wings and get in front of all of them as fast as I can, if I have time to do that.
You will. All right, there you go. So you kind of wing up.
Blocking that.
Have the dwarves seen your wings prior to now or no?
Don't think so.
Okay. They all suddenly stop and look and they go, "You don't see that every day." As they kind of look, half of them is they don't know where to look. Over here, there's this 7-foot tall woman that just sprouted wings, and down here, there's these little bone tornadoes that are spinning round and round. All of a sudden, the bonados, and I'm going to call them that just because that's what Snug said, and it's kind of funny.
Love it.
You notice that the bones all start to and they start to begin to link up like they're forming some kind of bony form. And within seconds, the spinning stops
Okay.
and a couple of very disgusting and horrific
Oh my god.
bony looking creatures emerge. One of them almost
Oh.
in its attempt it's mocking
Jesus.
Britannica reaches down and grabs a few of the remaining bones, throws them up in the air, and as it does so, the bones start to go and form on its back to create bony wings.
Oh, how dare
Almost
you.
in an absolutely twisted mocking. So that's what one of them looks like for chat. And that's what the
Son
other
of a
one
bitch.
looks like to chat with its new
Gross.
wings. As soon as that happens, they both kind of duck their heads just real low, rear back, and an ungodly demonic sound comes roaring out of their mouths. It's you can hear it, but it seems like it came from somewhere other than these empty bone forms. Immediately, the dwarves start to spread out and try to form a defensive line along the top ridge. What do you guys plan on doing?
Panic.
Cyrano, being Cyrano, is essentially going to, since he was kind of on the precipice of the stairs here, he's going to very quickly sort of just scurry and duck down to try to break sight.
Okay.
Scurry down and break sight. That's my
All right,
goal.
so you're going to scurry down and break sight.
Yep.
What is everybody else doing? Initial reactions to these horrific, vile-looking things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. My initial reaction, I would see Bones and go, I'll try this, and I would try to turn undead.
Okay.
It could be undead.
All right, so that's what you're going to do. Hold that thought.
Ready my spear and just get defensive.
Okay, which is
Back
pretty
a
much
little
what the dwarves have done. They've all pulled a line and almost regimentally, like soldiers, have pulled their shields down. And those with hammers have got their hammers raised, and those with hand axes have got their hand axes raised. What about Britannica?
I am readying my axe and I am positioning myself right between myself and the rest of the party, with my wings spread out to basically block them from
Good deal. All right, so about now is when we would say time to roll for some initiative. But we're not going to say that because it's the end of the show for tonight.
Stinker!
So we're going to
Playing again on
stop
Thursday,
it
right?
there.
Right?
So there is your
so mad.
Tuesday night cliffhanger.
Woo!
All
my
right.
Welcome to the Bone Zone.
Boom.
Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. When I'm not playing a tree-hugging druid on How We Roll, I'm Shagget. You can follow me on twitch.tv/Shagget, where I stream casually, or on Twitter, if you can figure this out, at @eneb_convos. How's that for laziest outro ever? My ass sass. See you guys.
Jane? Jane, what are you doing? You gotta record your outro. Jane? She's dead.
Hi, Jane's dead, but it's me, Jane Spooky Ghost. You can follow me on my spooky adventures at Jane on Twitch with a 0. That's it. I'll talk to you guys later when you're dead. Please.
What's up, everyone? It's your boy, the Snuggler. Oh man, is it my third campaign already? If you guys do want to follow me, I'm pretty active on Twitter at MattySweetTweet. And if this didn't scratch your D&D itch, Chris Tassix and I have a new podcast coming out. You can find out more information about that if you go to www.newcritsontheblock.com. Jane put it right there for everyone to see. We hope you guys go and check it out and enjoy it. Until next time.
Hi, friends and fans. It's me, Christy. Okay, that's good. I'm new and scared, like a lost little baby bear cub in big spooky woods of streaming. But luckily, my mentors Snugs and Jane are here to guide me through with grace and wisdom and beauty and muscles and beauty again, but mostly muscles. Jane said I could promote my art and my D&D podcast. That's all I can say about that, because she also said that hogging the spotlight is selfish and ugly. So, thanks for everything, Snugs and Jane. This is Crispy, saying sayonara.
Hi there, I'm Gorbad. Welcome to the Orc's Nest. I'm the Dungeon Master here on How We Roll, and if you'd like to follow me personally, you can do so on Twitter at Gorbad. Check out thedmblog.com for all things Dungeon Master and Dungeons and Dragons related. And of course, you can follow me on twitch.tv/Gorbad. Also, guys, don't forget to keep up with all things How We Roll. Follow us on Twitter at How We Roll. Check out the website www.howweroll.com, and make sure you follow us on YouTube as well. Cheers, guys.